Get some Carentan action. Hopefully we get some town center and we get canal crossing. Interesting. Gonna be another interesting map to also play on. For points with customs and pumping station. I guess this is the border of the map. Yeah, this is going to be a little bit of an interesting layout. This favors the allies quite heavily just because they don't have to cross this little canal, I should say, because it is canal crossing. But the trucks for the Axis, if they have prepped a little bit, they can actually drive through this water, under the water, and out the other side before they die. But, you know, sometimes they might mess up and they might die as well. Obviously, this part, the southern part, is going to be very key for both teams to hold, I should say. I can't really use this. This southern part, very key, but you also obviously need the north part of canal crossing. The biggest thing for the Axis for the Royal Dragoon Guards is they actually do need to get across the river as soon as they can. If they don't, they're gonna, you know, be faced with a lot more challenges than anything else. But yeah, I'm just getting things set up on my end. Put your predictions in the chat of who do you think has this. Both these teams coming into this match 1-0. Do not believe that they played a match last week, either due to a bye or possibly a reschedule of sorts from the outage that we had with PlayStation. But that should be resolved next week when all those matches get rescheduled. What am I doing on my end? There we are. Okay. So this is going to be a 30v30 format, so, you know, a lot less action, but, you know, action will be just as good in my personal opinion. I think I actually timed it perfectly this time. Third time's the charm. I guess it's the fourth time, but yeah. Look at the other side of sorts. Both these trucks over here stacked with everybody. This is what you kind of see. You see a lot more sector presence than actual, like, I guess, map presence from these lower tier games. That's just, you know, kind of how it is to some extent. I'm pretty sure some people just, oh, they got into the truck. I thought they just, you know, redeployed or got ran over. Tank fights are going to be obviously very critical for both these teams. Axis tank crew is going to have to do a pretty good job of nailing their hits. Looks like Axis is finally coming out of the HQs as well. Doesn't look like they know about the underwater sub truck strat, but, you know, it is what it is, and we're going to get this underway here, ladies and gentlemen. There we are. Be very, very interesting to see how both these teams play this opener. Doesn't look like DRR is actually really going to go straight to point, even though they can do that. This is going to be very easy. This is probably going to be an allied cap just of where those trucks are going. Rocket snipes are already going out, but I don't think that's really going to hit anybody. Actually, not a bad rocket snipe. It's actually going to go in the middle of the water, unfortunately for that. Maybe DRR is actually doing, you know, some secret flanking strat. You see, you can drive the trucks underwater. Hopefully no one died. No one does die. I'm pretty sure this team was expecting a little bit more presence up here at Canal Crossing already, as the entire team already is starting to come down, though, for the RDG side. They're already getting set up and already pushing in, but little do they know, there's no one here for quite a long time still. A little bit of a mishap maybe on the opener. Everyone's kind of in the south, still trying to get the point. You see the flares probably not gonna show anybody, but there are going to be in the south. Balshi Welshie's girlfriend dies to Casey Jones for the first kill of the match. See if Welshie can avenge his girlfriend's death. And he does do that. Dex does get the refrag though back. First bit of action here. Garrisons are set up for around customs. But what DRG has to do is make sure they don't cross these little boats over here. If they cross those boats, they could be in kind of some deep trouble. There will be a cap for the Rogue Regiment side. See if Pisa can potentially do something, make some things work. Unfortunately, switched weapons at the wrong time against SWAT. You know, but RDG, you know, does have an OP in the backlines. They are gonna, you know, bring up a Puma and I guess a recon guy. Default tank is still at the HQ, so they did not opt go for their default medium. That's what I mean. Lonely little rifleman over here. Crossing the river. Let's see what his plans are for this. Misses his shots on to Bravo Tango. Casey Jones, who had the first kill of this match, hungry for some more. Oh, Casey Jones does get some hits on target, but does end up dying. Bravo Tango. Unfortunately, one goes down for them. Oh, gets instantly headshot by, I assume, Bruce over there. No, there is, you know, some sort of development happening back here. Curtis Cat does spot out the Puma. You got Glaz, Howard, Atlas, Malarkey in the back lines. Probably hunting down the TRR backline Garys. Dex and Apex here. Dex just missing his shots. Bravo Tango gets taken out by Apex. Dex, unfortunately, is actually getting covered by some smoke, so can't quite see Apex. Well, she's coming in to have some fun too. Does get one, but gets refragged from Badger. Or maybe it was a Ragger. Back to him in a little bit. Let's see what Sergeant Malarkey's trying to do back here. TRR is actually aware that something's happened in their backlines. They're looking in the areas they haven't before. Spartan shooting Malarkey. Gets the kill onto him. I wonder if the Stewart's going back for a tank. I'm very concerned about that. It's like they are going to bring up a Tiger tank. the top, but you know, they did cross up here in the northern side of the river. Just something that they want to hold, but obviously they're gonna, you know, make sure defense is okay for the time being. Let's see this fight on the front lines. Welsh and his girlfriend unfortunately get taken out together, but you know, at least it was together. Take a look at the map. They did get a red zone garrison up for the RDG side of things, so you know, gonna put some more pressure onto Canal Crossing. The bomber run is gonna come in. I'm not quite sure where the on-point Gary is for the allies here. Don't quite see it of some common spots, so bomber run is coming down. Miller might be in the way of it, trying to escape the bombing run, and he escapes with his life. Again, these fights so important for Spartan, Shifty, and Major Tom to win. But obviously Dax, Badger, Atlas, and a bunch of other of the boys from the DRG, or RDG. I keep saying DRG. RDG. Trying to make sure that they, you know, can get this cap flipped in their favor after the slow start. But at the same time, Customs is, you know, slowly getting overrun. Frontline Gary's going down. The one in the south is warm. I think Pisa is, you know, going to go back and investigate and probably rebuild it. But, you know, Customs under a little bit of fire right now. Now, one thing that they will have a benefit will be this Tiger tank that is going to be coming onto point. The issue is, can there be that many people around? You know, in these smaller format games, it's very interesting how teams like utilize armor and stuff. Welshly gets spotted. I assume it's probably going to die very, very soon. He might just be accepting his death right now. But he's definitely also calling out that there's a Tiger tank right in front of him about, you know, 20, 30, probably like 60 meters. Oh, Barry gets taken down by Welshie. Welshie does survive from the Tiger tanks, blocking him out. Frankie gets him right back. Ooh, the Grants through the building. Welsie's girlfriend trying to survive. Again, like a lot. DRG guys a little bit too spread out. Or RDG guys a little bit too spread out. They are starting to take Customs. But, you know, it is going to be defended because the on-point Gary is still up. Frankie's still alive. Definitely knows someone's afoot in this factory. Frankie does get taken out by Grants here. Grants definitely sees the Gary and is going to go for it. Anka doesn't know that he's taking it out, and that will be the on-point Gary down. Good on from Grants there. Cap's starting to be contested, and I assume we'll start flipping in their favor once they start consolidating back to point. What is back here? They engage in a tank or something? There's the medium tank here, but that's not really going to do much against the 70s or the Tiger. So they are trying to set up a backline Gary, but that might just be out of range, just a tad bit. Not sure if TRR has something in the north in the red zone, but they do at least have some OPs. Bull trying to throw a grenade, but ends up getting popped by Kaga. And runs into the grenade that he thrown. Oh man. OP goes down. I didn't realize that that was an OP. Scrammy cats here. Very common position for MGs to be in is on top of these cranes. Usually you can survive a little bit longer. Kind of seems counterintuitive, but you know, not many people do look up. Tank just being the anchor, but looks like Carl the engineer probably gonna go and try to plop down a satchel on top of this Tiger tank. Seems that's what he's gonna try to do here. Not too much infantry to cover this Tiger tank. Got Swagwell, Dex, and Rager Tan or Tanny. I sorry about mispronunciation of names. I am terrible at it. Oh, Swagwell just has to turn around. Oh! Oh no! The tank kills the guy trying to satchel. Oh, the unfortunate TK. Oh man. Curtis Cat and Scrammy Cat's now back on the satchel class. Walshy's girlfriend with one rocket into the back of the Tiger tank. Can she get another? Does get another. That will engine the tank. Scrammy Cat's running with the satchel. Tiger's smartly trying to, you know, spray, but Scrammy Cat's does end up going down. Rob's gonna try to get some reps in, I assume. Or he's just gonna hop back in. That is a medium tank over there, so they can't really die to this medium tank. You know, this heavy tanker is under a lot of stress and pressure right now. Bunch of RDG guys spawning around the point. Looks like he did pen that medium tank once. Probably hit him in the turret, so that won't result into any sort of kill. Carl's gonna try to place a satchel on the other side of this wall. Actually, not too sure if that's gonna kill this tank, but you know, it might kill Junior trying to repair it. Very curious if this is gonna kill a tank or not. It is weak, but it's also not getting repaired. But Carl does kill Junior. Not sure how much is left on this satchel. I'm not sure if this will kill it. I believe it will not, but it will definitely damage it a lot more. Well, major fighting happened in the south. That tank is probably going to die in the next few seconds. But, you know, fighting happening all the way down here by town center area. Spartan kind of cleaning house. See Swagwell and Pisa. Trying to deal with them down here in the south. Tiger tank did end up going down to Welsh's girlfriend. Maybe some other entity, I'm not too sure, because they do now have a 76, but you know, 76 did not have the proper angle. Now they're TRR just surrounding the point. You know, 1 or 2 kills, and this will start flipping into the TRR favor. Lots of pressure in the south of Canal, but that's not really going to result in anything as Customs is being taken out. Welshie somewhat near the garrison, but they are starting to lose it. The garrison is still up though on the point, so lots of, you know, people can potentially redeploy back and spawn in, but you know, with the few guys like in the cap sector itself, it's only like 4 or 5, but that's like, you know, 1/6, 1/7 of your team right there, and that's a lot of cap weight too in the hard cap. These structures were built from RDG. Unfortunately, they didn't pan out the way that they did. And Grant probably hears the garrison, but you know, the barbed wire is actually screwing him up a little bit. So maybe the barbed wire is starting to become a little bit more beneficial. Well, she's gonna see it though. Does get one SL, and the garrison will go down. Well, she is on it. You will dismantle it. Not sure whose arty that is, but it is killing some of the TRR guys on the point. These could be some big kills here for either team. Glaz gets one. Waffen gets another. Enzo gets another before, I forget who's this. Carl can place down a satchel. Oh, big arty hit. Even though it's one kill, it's still a big arty hit. P-strike comes in. I'm not quite sure whose P-strike that was. So it was actually the RDG P-strike. Could have been a misclick of some sorts. Just hit the top of a building. Well, she and his girlfriend being a duo into this point. Scrammy Cat's nice position by Scrammy here. He just jumped on top of this crane, jumped on top of this building, and is just gonna lock this down with the MG. Maybe he's trying to find where they're coming from. Bomb run is coming in. It's gonna result in at least a kill or two. And RDG full retreat back to customs. Looks like they were trying to build up a garrison in the back line of Canal, but a well-timed push from RDG here. Oh, that was the medium tank, I assume. Does go down. So it looks like one of the looks like to the 76 that's approaching customs. And that's going to be a cap for the Rogue Regiment to make this a 4-1 game into their favor. Rail Causeway is the next point. Honestly, it's a very tough point. It can be a very tough point to capture, but it can also be a very tough point to hold when it's this point for the Germans and the Allies. So we'll see how both teams handle this. You know, TRR already like on the aggression, I should say. South EY or South Y? Is it South EY or just Southie? It might just be Southie. Let's get cut down by the tank. Don't expect too many people to go on the offensive right away. TRR still, you know, they still have to hold the customs point, which they are doing. Some scattering of some RDG players. Looks like Alux is gonna, you know, gonna want and have some fun. See what kind of quest this Lux will go on. Hopefully he doesn't get AT'd by Elias too soon. Oh no. This is not gonna end well. 76. Don't know who tank crew this is, but Commander Jack Moth, and I think that's Jedmile. Can't really read what that Bravo's Tango's drowning, and he's dead. Oh no. Again, immediate pressure from TRR onto Rail Causeway. Now, they do have some Garys, and looks like they do have a half track coming in. Actually, is that a half track? No, yeah, it is a half track. I thought it was a Jeep. Apex goes down. Not quite sure Tuku. But at least they do have a Tiger tank on point to, you know, be the anchor of their defense. Hopefully they can keep their Tiger tank a lot longer than last time. Last time they just got, you know, infiltrated by infantry and then just ended up dying shortly after being engined. But Stone Troops crawling his way to point. Gets one. I don't think Wafton sees him. He might see him in a bit, or maybe he does see him and will take him out. Curtis Cat. I see some flamethrower action from some of these players. Looks like Curtis Cat is going to be locking out the garrison, so he does hear it. Oh, Glaswell and Conga kind of caught sitting with their pants down. Curtis Cat's going to be on the Gary and will take it out. Wilfie gets taken down. Casey Jones does get the refrag. Welsh's girlfriend gonna hide in the water because she is getting hit by the tanks. Oh, she got headshot. Now let's see if the bull can maybe get some shots into the back of this tank. They are going to try to maybe rebuild one farther back in the HQ. See back over here. You know, they're, RDG, starting to wrap around a little bit, but, obviously they are going to need to go into hard cap to maybe force TRR to get like a little bit of reset going. Question is, are they going to do that in time before they start hitting the rail crossing? Airhead is actually coming down onto customs as well for them. They are starting, flag the point a tiny bit. They are going to bring the P4 up. Oh, I don't know if they have the call out. This is a 3-man tank crew. Oh, I don't think they see the media. Oh, the 76. 76 is turning. Oh, this P4, it's a little bit of a misplay there by them. Airhead is going to come down and is going to touch down on the ground. Not sure if anybody knows that it is down. It just touched down. I think Chaza does see it. Hopefully the tank doesn't kill them on top of the airhead. Oh, he gets one, but he will get the airhead as well. Katie's very surprised at what just happened. Looks like airstrike mech. They irritate. Cleaning up house from this tiny little push that they had in the north. Malarkey, the only one, gets OP wiped out, but then does go down to the support player. Good job on TRR for sniffing that out. A little bit unfortunate for RDG. Had something going. They just got sniffed out as soon as it, got a little bit too suspicious up in there in the north. But back on the rail causeway here. You know, nothing too major's happening, you know. RDG still setting up their defense. They look a lot stronger now here on Rail Causeway than before. They still... No, they do have a gear. It's just in their HQ. I couldn't really see it with the all the nodes and stuff in the way, but we might have a tank fight here shortly. Kind of do. This Tiger is hit once, and so is the 76, so they each trade rounds. It's like Moth is going to get out and repair. Oh, what a snipe by the bull there. Or maybe that was Gallows. I'm not entirely sure. I think I'm pronouncing it wrong. I already know I'm going to get roasted. But it's okay. Howard here. Definitely calls out the 76. Bull almost gets another rocket onto Malarkey. Looks like there is a medium tank. Fortunately for him, he cannot pen this 76, and the 76 will unfortunately take this P4 down with one round. Could just be a distraction play too for DRG. Maybe Howard can get up there and get a satchel down. P4 does back up in time. And Bruce did take out the garrison over here too, so quite unfortunate they do not have a launch carry. Everything up here is pretty much wiped out, but you know, Ants does have an OP in the point, so you know, they are, you know, TRR is getting alerted that something fishy is going on in their back line. Now, full 6-man spawn wave too onto this OP. RDG is gonna have to win some major gunfights here. See if Anna can get things started. Unfortunately, he does miss, but he's definitely gonna call out this garrison onto the point. You know, if you're in a situation like Ant, and this kind of goes for a lot of these players that, you know, like when you do play comp, if you're in Ant's position, you just want to stay alive, because like the longer you stay alive, you just become like a threat, and you just become like, oh shit, like he is alive, like I gotta worry about him. It just, you know, becomes a little bit more of a mind game that you play with the enemy. You know, he was alive for probably longer than, you know, he could have been if you just try to go for kills. But you know, that made him and his squad like move slowly up to customs, and you know, maybe get some kills and some frags back into their favor. Unfortunately though, for them, you know, TRR is on top of their game, and they are, you know, recognizing that there is a threat back here in their back line. Well, we'll let Ant and his squad deal with all that jazz. Looks like, again, kind of stalemated here by rail crossing. Stoned. Still prone by this hedge line. Also gonna try to make a play, but absolutely gets cut down by the MG Harmonizer. Looks like a bomb run is gonna come down, I assume, onto Royal Crossway. You know, they still have this half track back here that Pisa could use to their advantage. I don't think that's gonna knock down any Gary or anything like that. Gonna kill a few of the bodies. Scrammy Cat's moving in. We'll get one with the bar. Let's take out the OP. Aga gets a refrag. Now you're starting to see, you know, they're starting to wrap around a little bit too much. Or not too much, just like well. It's like the bull's gonna come back here. Does get shot by Wilfie. He does get shot by something. I'm not quite sure where he got shot from, to be honest with you. Is there a tank on top of that hill? I think there is. Yep, tank is on top of the hill. Not quite sure if that's the medium tank or if that's a 76. Not sure if he has the angle on him or not. You can kind of see him at the top of the hill. See whose tank this is, and if it is a 76. I assume it's a 76, unless he was hitting tracks. Yes, it is going to be a 76 with Sexy Alexi and their tank crew. Now TRR really putting on the pressure now. Kind of slowly surrounding the point, but they do got a red zone and 2 OPs in their backline, so like if they can start flipping customs into their favor, they can start, you know, alleviating some of this defensive pressure that they are facing. That sounds like a P-strike that is coming in. Nope, never mind, that is a strafing run. Apex is near the garrison. Often it is getting taken out by Apex. Does go down as well. Unfortunately, they're just a second too late on that to try to save it. Oh, he does get the double kill there too. They are starting to flip the last point into their favor. No garrison is on point, but you know, they do have, you know, like 2 garrisons within reach of rail crossing, so they're obviously not dead in the water quite yet, but they are gonna have to start, you know, pulling back some forces to defense. Even trade right there with Casey Jones and Wellesley. Benzo does get hit, and he does like a barrel roll. Tronzer, I think his name is Tronzer, the Tronzer. They are starting to, you know, flip somewhat on customs, you know. Pretty big force here. You know, there is a 76 onto point. Looks like Oddball trying to get down a satchel. He did get down a satchel onto the 76, so RDG is not out of this fight quite yet, but they are losing some numbers here at customs. Obviously, the 76 kill will help them out. He does get side penned from another Tiger who is on the offensive. Does kill him. Satchel goes off as well, but defense getting overrun at Rail Causeway. Just Glaz and his squad, Benzo, and this tank that's shortly gonna get satcheled here. Carl trying to get down a satchel. Straight through and almost gets Carl. Satchel is placed. I'm not exactly sure where it is placed. Oh, it's right there in front of me. I'm so dumb. You know, the pressure is on. Big grenade there from Welshie, I assume. Hip firing MG action, but gets quickly taken care of from Welshie. Welshie will also walk. Ugh. Hits an OP, but Benzo spawns in, does get him right back, but then immediately dies to Curtis. Oh, that could be it. Just Casey Malarkey and Bullet Magnet up in the north that are all that's left to potentially defend this point. Rainforce is down, so if they do enter, they could swing this cap back to at least even. Might need to get a spawn wave and maybe get a kill or two. They do pause the cap for the moment. Oh, already hits, and it's gonna start the cap back up again. Bullet goes down, but he gets refragged. Alice goes down. Already trying to hit these guys in the train carts, but not hitting. Oh, the defense. So close for TRR, but now they're starting to cap again. It's just flipping back and forth constantly. Every kill counts. Ooh. Carl with the shotgun. I'm pretty sure he just died to Artie, or he got headshot from somebody. Is a Tiger Tank actually at customs? Not quite sure if he's satcheled. Yeah, he is, just based on the fact that everyone's running away. Gonna be very unfortunate for Junior and Trizzle. Oh, Junior with the pistol kill. Did he defuse the satchel? I'm not quite sure where the satchel is. Junior's trying to find it. I assume it's satcheled. It was satcheled. Now TRR completely surrounding the point. Only one garrison to work with. They can get one onto the point. Just over half of the match remaining, but you know, TRR is going to try to end that before it even gets there. For those of you that are just joining, it was a little bit of a slow start for the RDG side. Kind of took a interesting truck route. TRR capped first, and then after about, you know, I would say 15-20 minutes, they capped fourth point, and now they're trying to assault Rail Causeway, having some pretty good success, but have yet to crack DRG onto this Railway Causeway defense. Nearly just capped it, but nearly isn't enough. Curtis, the grease gun. Tuna, the MG, getting some suppression going for him and his boys. Welshie's girlfriend being a little snake, and oh my gosh, someone just got cut in multiple pieces by a shotgun. Carl's just being a menace with that shotgun. Looks like we do have a bomb run coming down here. Cap pressure. It's starting to become a little heavy. Now they do get, you know, a bunch of OPs on point. I just don't think they can build a garrison really because it's in the way of this one. Just out of range. Oh, Frank. Not sure how Frank got here, to be honest. He is still here, though. Probably making everyone wonder on defense, what is going on? RDG trying to use their lucks to their advantage. Some sort of protection, at least from infantry and arty fire. TRR just, you know, winning every engagement for the most part. Rance knocks down Lord. Satchel goes off. Might have been a TRR satchel that just actually killed some of their own guys. Interesting there. And okay. So yeah, I disconnected for a second. I apologize, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not sure what just happened. Just over half capped, about half capped now for this Rail Causeway offensive push that TRR's having. I have no idea what I just said. I'm just kind of saying words. Garrison is down roughly on point. They just need to get into some hard cap to start defending. Looks like they do with the bodies. Grant. Luck's moving into a pretty decent position. It's a really good line that he has, just holding down this entire sight line. Very smart play from them. Bunch of RDG guys back on defense. As long as a bombing run does not come in and kill them all, they should be okay to recover. Bunch of boys right here throwing some grenades. We're having like a snowball fight with grenades, it looks like. Rockets are just flying in from everywhere. Take a look at the map again. Yeah, everything's just kind of wiped around around customs for RDG, and they're just kind of hoping on defense and holding. Oh, but it's the game of hella loose. One little thing could mean the difference of winning or losing a game. Like, you know, they could, you know, get up a sneaky Gary back here. If Pisa from RDG maybe can sneak behind them, get up a Gary, force something wild to happen. Looks like this might be a slam dunk kind of a play with a bombing run. Don't know if that's going to not result in the Scary being killed. Maybe the Lux. No. Lux is okay. Just no tracks. But there is a 76 coming to the HQ, so that's It's going to be kind of unfortunate because now they have to deal with that. Lux is now getting shot by AT. I wonder if this 76 could potentially see this Lux. Oh yeah, he's gonna see him. Probably sees him right now. And Trizzle. I was gonna say your last words, but Tank beat me to it. Oh, Bull misses the garrison with the rocket. He gets this garrison. Big spawn wave does happen. Hiding in a bush. Will knock it down. That could be the end of the game. Cap is still going for TRR, but it is flickering back and forth. I think they just need to get like one body into the hard cap because they have no one. Reinforce is also down. Again, they have to cross this river to some degree to even get into hard cap. That's one thing that makes this point a little bit difficult compared to others, is you actually do need to somewhat cross the railroad tracks in order to get into hard cap. Major spawn wave in the north on their one and only Gary. Not sure if they're gonna get here in time. Maybe Artie can get a, you know, 2 or 3 lucky shells. Oh my god, I cannot talk. I'm so bad at talking words. Ugh. My mouth is also really dry. That is going to be the game, ladies and gentlemen. That's going to be a 5-0 victory for the Rogue Regiment here against the Royal Dragoon Guards. GG's to both teams. Thank you guys for letting me cast this match. Same with KASANOVA. Go check out his POV and his channel. He's going to be speaking in Russian. I'm not going to know what he's going to be saying the entire time, but, you know, go support all of our creators that we have here. Again, GG's to both TRR and RDG. That was a little bit of a fun little scrap there at the end, but, you know, gotta win, gotta lose. I don't know what I'm saying, but yeah, that's gonna do it for me. Hope you guys have a good rest of your Sunday night or day. I'll catch you guys all in the next one. I'll see you guys later. Have a good one. Bye.